Hey guys, Matt here. Welcome back to the 1284, and in this video we are going to be sending another 25 book CGC Prescreen 9.8 in for the month of November 2021. Stay tuned. Okay, so last month I was so busy I bought a couple of collections that I ended up not doing my normal submission. So we're not going to repeat that again this month. So for November I put together 25 books. I'm going to show them off and show you what's going to go in, and we're going to see if we can hit a 9.8 on some of these books. So let's get right to it. First one. This is a brand new one. This is the new Venom. This is the 1 in 100 Peach Momoko Virgin variant. So this is the new one that just came out, I think it was last month in October for Venom. So we're gonna submit this 1 in 100 and see how we do. Those of you who are familiar with House of Slaughter, this is the 1 in 200 foil. I don't know if you can see that. Really gorgeous House of Slaughter #1. You know, I read it. It was actually really interesting and good. I'm hoping, seeing where they're going to develop it. But this is the 1 in 200 that we're going to go in, and you'll see another one in a little bit. Another book, as I said, I like to mix them in and get some older ones in. This is Marvel Comic Presents. This is the origin of Weapon X. This book, issue number 72, was really hot for a little while. It's cooled down a little bit, but I still think it's worth submitting for a 9.8. This was not pressed. This one, however, was. This is Iron Man 219. I actually have this book in a 9.6, and I also picked up a raw copy. This is the first appearance of Ghost. So we're gonna try and submit this and see if maybe we can get lucky and pop a 9.8 on that one. Next one up, New Mutants number 5. This is a gorgeous cover. This is the first appearance of Elixir. Not an overly expensive book, but definitely tough to find in a really high grade raw. I've been looking for this one. I picked this up as part of the Canadian collection I bought. If you haven't seen that video, I will link or leave a link or card up above, but a nice copy. So we're going to submit this and see how we do. Some years ago I had bought Captain America run, and this is Captain America 276. This is a newsstand copy, and I had bought a complete run from, I think it was like 220 maybe till about 310 or higher. I'm trying to remember, but this was one of the books in it, and a lot of them were newsstands, and you know, I've just never gotten around to sending a ton of the books in. So this is a really nice clean copy. I did have this one pressed. We are going to submit that and see how we do. Next one up is a cool cover. This one actually has some texture to it. This is a Captain Marvel, and I'm blanking out on the number. This is a J. Scott Campbell one. This is a Reed Pop exclusive. This is limited to 3,000 print and glow in the dark to bit. I believe this is a 2019 Comic-Con variant. It was available for a while on Reed Pop for about $25. This is 2910, and they are actually numbered at the bottom. So CGC will note that on the label because it's numbered on the actual comic. So this one is a gorgeous cover. I have submitted the Black Widow one, which is another another glow in the dark, as well as I've also got a Spider-Gwen glow in the dark. So I was able to, lucky enough, to pick up this Captain Marvel. I also believe there's a Storm glow in the dark, but I do not have that one. Another one that I picked up from Reed Pop, and this is a Radiant Black. This is one of the foils. I actually have another one which I'll show you off in a little bit. This particular foil came with a certificate of authenticity from David Finch, and this one is limited to 275 copies, comicsketchart.com. Beautiful, beautiful foil cover in great condition. I believe I paid about $50 for this one, but we're gonna submit that. And I also have another one I think you'll see in here. Here's a familiar one though, ASM 606. This is just a very beautiful J. Scott Campbell one. There's a couple other ones that have gotten some controversy because of the way he draws his females. But this is, I mean, nonetheless, a beautiful, beautiful piece of artwork and cover with Mary Jane and Black Cat and all. And so we're gonna submit this because I think this is a high quality one that we may be able to do something with. Uncanny X-Men, this is 317, excuse me. This is another first appearance one, 80s one. You can tell when you've got the hologram and such in it. This book picked up some steam. I'll leave it because I'm just drawing a blank. It is a first appearance on this one. I'll put it in on the video so you can see who it is. But a nice clean copy. I picked this up on Macari with 316 and another one in it for 20 bucks. This book in a 9.8 I believe is going for somewhere about $150 to $200 in that range. So this was a really clean copy and we're gonna send it in. It's never been pressed, but we're gonna see how we do. Next one up, awesome one. High Republic, Star Wars High Republic. This is the Italian version from Gabriel Dell'Otto. Now this one I actually won from Big Leg on Tales from the Flip Side, so shout out to them. He had sent this one over. I had won it in one of their videos and all, and this is just a gorgeous gloss cover. You know, nice thicker cardstock. On the back it shows Panini. It is the Italian version. So we're gonna submit this because this is just gorgeous and see how we do on that one. Next one up, this was a pickup that I got from Ybor City Comics on Instagram. This was Masters of the Universe 1. I know that this has really cooled off since the animated series had come out, but I did have this one pressed. It is a nice copy and I'm gonna submit it and see how we do for a 9.8. But it does have that foil logo on it. You've got Man-at-Arms. I mean, you've got He-Man. Just a gorgeous 80s nostalgic copy. So we're going to see how we do on that one. Going back to that Radiant Black that I was telling you about, I did pick up this one as well. This is another foil David Finch one. This book, I believe, and I have the certificate of authenticity, is limited to 375 copies on this one. Another really gorgeous book. You know, whether this series will amount to something, you know, speculation-wise, I don't know, but just these foil covers are absolutely stunning on both of them. So I'm going to submit that. Again, that was about 50 or 60 bucks on ReedPop during one of the Comic-Cons. It is one of their limited exclusives, and I was able to pick that one up. So turning back to that House of Slaughter new one that just came out, this is the 1 in 500 one to get one of these. So, you know, this is a very, very heavy, high print run. I think it was 300,000 or some ridiculous number on this print run. But, you know, nonetheless, as you saw before, I'm sending in the 1 in 200. I'm gonna send in the 1 in 500 as well. I think the higher ratios are still gonna hold some value, but obviously most of the regular prints and, you know, 1 in 25s, 1 in 50 are gonna be, I think, easy to find. They're gonna sell under ratio price. These will probably as well, but will still hold somewhat of a better value given their high numbers. So we get to another older book that I'm gonna try and hit in. I'm gonna just show you this because this is a gorgeous copy of Iron Man 120. This is the Moon Dragon, I believe, is the one, and on this one, and it may be the, I'm trying to think of the other person that was involved. I'll put it up there, but I believe this is the Moon Dragon and Justin Hammer one. This is just a really nice copy. I did have this pressed. We're gonna take a shot. I mean, it's really hard lately to get some of these older covers in a 9/8, but I like to throw in a nice assortment of those when I submit my 25s in hope that maybe we'll get lucky. And a couple of the ones, if you've seen my other videos, we have. So can't hurt. We're gonna take a shot. Worst I lose is $8 on that. Something is Killing the Children, #1. This is the foil variant. So this is the local comic shop day print. Just a gorgeous one. I was gonna have this sent out for Tinian's signature, and I just got lazy and forgot to do it. So I do want to send this in and see how we do. So we're gonna send it for a 9/8 pre-screen, and if it hits, great. You know, if not, we will eventually get it signed and I'll have it pressed at that same point in time. So next one, 2 copies of Pokemon. #1, this is the Electric Tale of Pikachu. So this is the first comic version of Pokemon and Pikachu. And in this particular one, now there are multiple prints. So a couple things to be aware of. This is actually the 8th printing, and they come in 3 packs, and I actually have a couple still sealed. These 2 I had taken out, I had them pressed, and I think they're gonna be tough calls, but we're gonna take a shot because believe me, I've seen some books that I'm amazed get a 9/8. So we're gonna take a shot on both of these. So the barcode is there when it is the first print. This one, the only way to tell after that with the print numbers is you actually have to open inside and it'll tell you the printing on it. So this particular one from Viz Comics, these are 2 8th prints. In fact, the other ones that I have sealed are 8th printings as well. But like I said, I still think this book has a ton of room to grow. Given the, you know, that we're seeing all of these books really pick up in price when they're related to either a animated show and or a video game. And you know, between the video games, the movies, the shows, and the cards, Pokemon is just a big hit. Huge fan base, so never can go wrong if you can pick up some appearances or first printings of Pokemon. Okay. Here's a gorgeous one. Spider-Man, this is 529. This is the first appearance of the Iron Spider. Another gorgeous copy. I did pick this up as well in that Canadian collection that I got. So there's gonna be a bunch of books you're gonna see from that. So this again was really a nice copy. Never pressed or anything like that. His books were just in such immaculate condition. We're gonna send that in and see how we do. Same thing from that Canadian collection, Astonishing X-Men #3. This is the cameo appearance of Abigail Brand. The next one is her full, and that's the Colossus one on it. I have that already in the 9/8. This one is the cameo. We're gonna try and submit this. I do have that other one, which I'll probably submit again for another 9/8 and maybe sell. But since I don't have this one in a 9/8, we're gonna submit this one first and see how we do. Sticking with the Canadian collection, Captain Marvel, this one is #17, and then this one is the first appearance of Phi Lavelle. There is a number of spec going on right now regarding you know, her involvement in the upcoming projects for the MCU. This book has shot up. You know, I got this in the collection I had bought, but a raw copy of this book just recently sold for, I think it was like $125, which is absurd for this book. When there's really no real known, you know, as far as what this character is going to be or whether they'll end up doing anything with it. But nonetheless, we're going to submit this copy because it is a nice clean one and see how we do. Next one, Young Avengers Presents. And this is the Hawkeye, which is basically Kate Bishop. This is number 6 of 6. It's a limited series. I got all of them, but the other books 1 through 5 have very, believe it or not, very little value in a 9.8. You can go online and get them for, I think, under $100. This particular one is selling for something like $400 and up for this in a 9.8. So, you know, other than an awesome cover, it's not a first appearance or anything like that, but we're gonna submit this and see how we do. This may go up for sale if we hit it to kind of pay for the rest of the submission. So another book from the Canadian collection, and this is the Ben Reilly's first appearance. This is Web of Spider-Man number 118. It is the direct. They do have a newsstand one of this. Beautiful, beautiful copy. I paid $50 for this. This book in a raw right now is going somewhere between $75 and $100. Really nice one. I'm really hoping that that's a big one I would really like to hit on. And 2 more books left. Something's Killing the Children. This is the 1 in 25. This is number 20, book number 20 in the 1 in 25. I have been collecting now, I think since 12 through 20, the 1 in 25. So this one we're gonna submit and see how we do. Just a cool looking cover. All of these covers are really just badass. But we're gonna see. And then last but not least, this is the Dallas Fan Expo. This is the foil one, limited to the show. I forgot the exact count number, but Something is Killing the Children, number 19, the foil variant. This book, I think I paid about $200 for. So not a cheap book by any stretch, but with all the hype on Something is Killing the Children, as well as a end print run, because this is a 19, so we're close to the end now because 20 finished the arc, and a foil with a limited con. I'll take my shot on this. So this was an expensive one, but we're gonna see how we do. So that's getting submitted for a 980. So those are the 25 books going in. I may submit some cards. I'm gonna look and see. If so, I'll probably do another short video, but that's this video for today. Those books are gonna go in this week and get there before Thanksgiving. Since I probably won't have another video up before Thanksgiving, I wanna wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Spend time with your family and friends, especially now in this crazy world. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Take care.